everyone. A warm welcome to every one of you on the podcast. This is Samir here this end, and a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to every one of you who are watching from all over the world. So today I am sitting down with Shagun Azad. Now, Shagun Azad is a dynamic content marketer, a behavioral economist, transforming the way we see societies and businesses. जिसका मैं इंटरव्यू ले रहा हूँ एंड टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट her latest book, a new book, a debut book called as Shut Up Shadi. So Shagun, it's a pleasure to have you here. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction. How are you doing, sir?
I am fantastic. I am awesome as usual.
It's great to see you here, and this is really dream come true for me right now. That my dream of book, Shut Up Shadi, the bold narrative, is finally out.
Right.
Yes.
So Shagun, for those who don't know who you are, can you tell us a bit more about yourself in a very short time?
Yes, definitely. So I'm a very versatile person and I'm a storyteller by heart. So do I, my writer and author today. I have evolved, as in the introduction you said, the intersection of the business and behavioral economics, which is driving both the growth and to empower the societies in a better way. Well, I would also like to quote because I love writing.
Right.
It's my own writing, it's my own quote. Let the critics critique, the gossipers chatter, and the world spin as it may. Your focus is what truly matters. Keep doing what you're meant to do.
Oh, Shagun, that's fantastic. And I believe whatever you just said, whatever you just quoted, is actually it aligns with the theme of your book, Shut Up Shadi. And when I was reading Shut Up Shadi, it was all about staying true to yourself amidst all of this noise, societal expectation, माँ बाप का ओपिनियन, आजू बाजू के लोगों का ओपिनियन, जीजा जी का ओपिनियन, and all those things. And personally, the world may have its chatter, but I think it's about you taking a steady, confident step towards your own path. So, fantastic quote is what, frankly speaking, has come up from your side.
Yes, sir, indeed. And I would also like to state, first of all, being in my late 20s and to all other women, that I am, when I say shut up, Shadi, it's definitely a very controversial topic. And this
Right.
podcast is to clear to all my audience that I am not against the constitution of marriage. Marriage is indeed very deep, united, beautiful union between two people, a bond between two families, and I really appreciate it.
Right.
But
Right.
it is a choice, it's not an obligation. Please do not get married because your friends are getting married or because you are a certain age. It's very important to pause, to reflect, and to ask yourself, what do I really want? Who am I? What do I really want out of my life? So that
Right.
open
Right.
dialogue and reflection about your choices that you make in your life is very important.
Great, Shagun. Great. But Shagun, Shut Up Shadi has sparked some controversial things around societal expectations, marriage. So, what was your inspiration when you were writing this book?
Well, the inspiration did came from my personal life experiences,
Okay.
definitely, and also you are not getting any more younger, or when are you getting married? You are a woman. Plus, I watched a lot of inspiring movies like Thappar, Queen, The Vagina Wolves,
Right.
and so many other inspirations that I have seeken from all of these resources, books,
Okay.
stories, and the people around me. And definitely, I think that someone has to. We all talk about it, but no one has the audacity to actually come forward and speak about it.
Right.
This is
Right.
actually a
Right.
social movement, and we
Okay.
definitely have to speak about it.
Right.
So
So,
I've
do
taken
you?
that plan step. Yes, sir,
Okay.
please.
Okay. So, Shagun, do you consider yourself as a torchbearer for all these things?
Yes, definitely. I think so. Someone has to start the movement, then why not start with me?
Okay.
I
Great.
can pen down my thoughts, my into form of a story, a writing, which is definitely a fiction story.
Right.
It's not my real life story. It's a fiction book, Definitely. I live through my dreams and I write it down. And
Right.
today this book is a reality.
Great, 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 great. So, Shagun, when I was reading the book, okay, Lena, the lead character from your book, okay, she humorously says she is married to work when her parents pressurizes her to get married. So, what I want to ask you, Shagun, is that what you feel is a reflection of modern priorities of a modern woman? Or what I would like to know is that a way of avoiding the pressure of a marriage?
So, first of all, sir, in the context of my book, if I have to answer this question, Lena, the character, the protagonist, is basically using it as a defense mechanism here. So,
Okay,
she is basically using it in psychology, we call it as a coping mechanism, which many people
right,
use. So, she is
right.
using it as a coping mechanism to the term Shadi Kab Karoge. And I would like to quote here that the message behind this entire storyline that I have created, the main character as Lena, was that women should see career as fulfilling and worthy pursuits, not only
Okay,
placeholders until they get married.
okay, 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 okay. That's great. That's great, Shagun. So, Shagun, the book touches upon societal taboos like virginity, and if you are a virgin female, you are a pure female. So, Shagun, what I want to know is, was it difficult to address such a sensitive topic, such a bold topic?
Definitely, sir, it is really very sensitive because till date it is a taboo in our society, and I don't understand the duality of the society because on one hand they say that premarital sex is wrong, that
Hmm.
it's a shame in society. There
Right,
is really no virginity test for men, but for women, if they bleed on the first night, then it's a proof for their virginity, which is a common practice seen till date, even in the modern society.
right, right.
Even though there is sex education, there is awareness, everything. So I just want to tell to all women watching out there and to all men, to all the people, to all the audience, that your virginity is personal and it does not define a person's worth. A woman cannot be judged on the basis of assumptions, about their. Stop making assumptions about your bodies, about choices you are making. Please do not do that and read my book to understand deep in detail. There's an interview given with a clinical psychologist which is talking more in detail about this topic.
So, Shagun, I completely understand what your thought process is all about. I am a sports person myself. I play basketball. There are many female sports person around me, and it is proven by science that if you are a sports person, there is a possibility that your so-called hymen may be ruptured before you can have. What you can say is you have your first sexual intercourse. So, any which way.
Absolutely right, sir. Hymen is a very thin tissue, and actually, sometimes it is not even available in some females at the point of the
Oh,
birth, and it
oh,
may
oh,
tear down also. So, for
right.
details, please read the book and get the knowledge.
Great, great, great.
That is what I want to say to everyone
Right,
here.
right, right. But Shagun, don't you think that the society is not ready for such bold steps or what you say, जो हम लोग शादी के बारे में सोचते हैं? So, what are your thoughts on it?
So definitely society is not ready yet because I see that everyone is going in the herd mentality, but I believe change is something that doesn't happen overnight.
Right,
Right now, this conversation that we are doing together, we are planting a small seed that can plant a tree. This message is going to so many people. So if one woman reads this book, one man reads this book, one father reads this book and feels less alone, then that is the progress we are making in the society in general, I feel.
okay, okay, okay. But Shagun, do you see such kind of progress happening around you?
Yes, sir, such progress is happening in the urbanization with the education, but still there is lot of change that needs to uplift. Every day, my father is in the morning reading the newspaper. There are cases of rape and other robbery and so much. It's really not safe.
Right,
Delhi, Gurgaon, like I live in Delhi NCR, and it is really not safe out there. And it's not only about Delhi NCR. You take example of any state in India. Is it safe for women? So we need to find a balance, and we definitely need to talk about this. That how we can make the society a better place, especially for women.
Okay.
Not only
Okay.
in context of marriage, even in marriage, for example, marital rape is still not legal in India,
Right.
and we are
Right.
still fighting for this
Right.
cause.
Right. 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 But Shagun, I come from Mumbai. I will proudly say that Mumbai is the safest city for any female, be it morning 4 o'clock or afternoon 3 p.m. or रात के 12 बजे हो या रात के 2 बजे हो. It's absolutely safe. At least if I talk about Mumbai.
Sir, even I have traveled to Mumbai and it is safe, but still we need to bring in change. As I said in the earlier conversation, that in my earlier dialogue, that definitely change is very important. Still, women are put into the pedestals and expected to do the work and manage work as well as look after the children. That marriage concept is still there. The connotation of marriage is still there. Mumbai
Okay.
is one example, but definitely there is lot of pressure cooker environment for women in general that I
Hmm.
have seen and observed during my research. Not only talking about Delhi NCR particularly, but all around India in different states.
Right. 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 Not a problem. Not a problem. So Shagun, the in the book where I was reading, the idea of perfect Indian daughter is scrutinized in your book. Okay, do you believe that this stereotype is a thing of the past, or it is still deeply rooted in the modern family dynamics?
Sir, very good question that you have asked, definitely. So, first of all, I believe that, see, my book is, as I said, it's fiction. It's not personal, that I want to clear to the audience right now here,
Okay.
and it is really general that everyone can read it, both men and women, and even parents, I would say, encourage them to read this book and to understand the point of view of the young adults, right?
Hmm.
So, as for the perfect daughter concept is considered, I feel that yes, even though urbanization is happening, education is happening, the perfect daughter is still there. Women are expected to be docile, obedient, and prepared for marriage, particularly. And as I said, there is a pressure cooker environment for women. So it is up to us to reject this outdated narrative and to create a change.
But then Shagun, the same applies to a man also. At least a woman can voice out what her concerns are. But as a man, I can say that we are not allowed even to voice out our concerns. We are not allowed to cry. We are not allowed to talk to anyone about what we are feeling deep down inside. So how is that you look at it?
So definitely, as in the introduction, you said that I'm a behavioral economist, and I have done my small case study on men's mental health,
Okay.
particularly, and application of behavioral economics, in which we basically tell people, even in the psychology domain, on because behavioral economics, what it is, it's a combination of economics and psychology.
Right.
So definitely, although I am talking about businesses, but I do cover personal psychology or analysis of people as well. So
Okay.
that's why this is what is wrong. Pink for girls, blue for boys. This narrative has to change.
Right. Right.
Cars for boys, dolls for girls. So this is what we need to change from, comes from home. So
Right.
men
Right.
should
Right.
cry. Men should definitely express themselves, and for both men and women, we have to create an equal environment. Then only
Okay.
the change is going to happen.
Okay.
So
Okay.
definitely, equally, I support and I absolutely agree with you that men also do need a safer environment to express their emotions.
Right.
There's so much of pressure that the men will be the man of the house and the woman will lead. So there is definitely, the system has to break and a change has to come.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Right.
we need support of men. Definitely, we can't do it all alone. We need support
Certain,
of fathers, our
certain,
brothers, our seniors. We need support of our
certain,
mentors like
certain.
you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So I personally believe that all men stand along with female, and they will continue to do so. So any which way, coming back to the shut up shadi thing, okay. Something which I found out in the book is the Raja Beta syndrome.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So what exactly is that, and uh, what do you mean by a Raja Beta syndrome, and how does that apply in your book?
Mm-hmm. I can definitely answer your question. So here, when I say Raja Beta syndrome, basically, it is basically that. I believe that men and women are not treated equally. Still there is still definitely a lot of difference, especially in the book. It is shown that the younger brother was there, how
Right,
he flew away, and how Lena had to take up all the responsibilities.
right.
So that sons are celebrated even for the minimal achievements. On the other hand, daughters are expected to excel at everything, be it education, household chores, and also be ready for marriage. So it's an
Okay.
unequal load that I feel we need to question.
But then again, as you said earlier, this is changing and it is all part of a mindset, Shagun. So it takes time, yeah?
It takes time, sir, but definitely I believe that there are many channels out there
Okay.
and many movements which are happening, changes happening, but we need more of it. We need to do it at a deep root level. So this
Okay.
book is something that can definitely change the mind of people. And the intention is not only marriage, but it is beyond that. If you go, there are layers and
Okay.
layers, deep layers into the book, which
Okay.
I'm highlighting at. Marriage
Right.
is one constitution. There are so many constitutions if we open up the books.
Right. I completely understand your point of view, Shagun. Not a problem at all. Okay. So, Shagun, you dwell in the hypocrisy of how Indian society views uh, women's independence. So, do you think
Mm-hmm.
India is truly ready to embrace that a woman who rejects marriage, motherhood? What are your views on it? Yeah.
Okay, absolutely, sir. So, still, sir, I feel that a woman's achievement is still underlined with a woman is successful once she's married. She embraces motherhood. Like a woman is complete once she becomes a mother. She's tied the knot. She's having a good family. It's okay. It's called as like the working housewife. I
Right.
would say that
Okay.
because that's what I have experienced. There's so much pressure and load. Still, I believe that there should be more nuclear families, more equal distribution of work, and technology has advanced so much. Like in the case of my book, also,
Mhm.
there are so many out there. Go and adopt one. This you can still be a mother without having a partner, and if you want to be married, that's also beautiful. But the marriage is between two adults.
Right.
That is very important. The role of family is important, but until and unless you don't understand yourselves, then marriage is something which I don't think so really has a meaning.
Oh, is it?
Yes, sir, definitely. Because I believe that marriage is between two people, not between two families. We say that marriage is between two families, and I
Right.
really question this rigid arranged marriage system in India. Basically, if it should be on mutual respect and mutual consent and giving space and freedom to both the parties to understand each other. Then it is, if it is done that way, then I'm okay with it. So the change is something which that we need to bring in into the existing
And
system.
as rightly said by Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. So I believe that is what you are talking all about.
Yeah, that is like one part of the story, but I'm talking about something else, that the existing system which do exist are right, but they just need to be evolved with time. Like as we evolve and grow, we set new
Right.
year goals. Okay, 2025 January is about to end, the new year goals. So similarly, we also need to evolve and grow with the same system. How are we
Right.
following the same systems? Why are we doing Kanyadan? Like I really have a problem that a girl is being given away. That's a problem to me. So such systems need to change.
Okay, Shagun, but when you have a problem with Kanyadan, you have a problem with marriage. Not direct problem, but in the book, the character Leena has problem with the Raja Beta syndrome. The character has problem with a perfect daughter. So how do you see that the Indian society जो आज के तारीख में इंडिया में है, they are majority of the society is conservative. Okay, there are very
Mm-hmm.
few liberals who will accept the book the way it is, but majority of the readers would not approve of what you have written. So do you think that's the price worth paying for provoking some meaningful change in this society?
So definitely, I believe that this book is really a prize worth it, and everyone is recommended to read this book. Not that I'm promoting my book here, but definitely, I would say this just because, see, whenever you talk about change, there is definitely it's not a shock value kind of a system, but there's some uncomfortable tingling into your body, some sensations are happening in your body that, oh my god, shut up Shadi. When I told my family friends circle, they were like, oh, shut up Shadi. Oh, that's an interesting topic, but it's beyond than that. So
Right.
that whenever change is uncomfortable, it's going to shake
Okay.
you, you're
Okay.
going to have
Okay.
goosebumps, but
Right.
definitely this book is a must read. Go through it, and there are different chapters to it that everyone, whether a young adult, whether a teenager, whether a youngster, whether a parent, can relate some parts of the story to their daily lives. For
Great.
sure. So it is taken from the entirely an Indian concept.
So, Shagun, all said and done. Now, let me take you to that one specific chapter, the Goa chapter. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I believe what must be going in your head when I'm talking about the Goa chapter. So, in that chapter, okay, uh, there is a lot of erotica in the chapter. Okay. So, what was your creative intent behind including such portrayal of intimacy in a mainstream novel?
All right, so I'll definitely answer your question. First of all, erotica is definitely legal in India. If people is can read Kama Sutra, this is just a small piece. This is just
Right,
one chapter which is written.
right,
So, and I believe that Indian society definitely have an erotic wound, that we talk about sex, it is happening behind the hidden doors, but cannot
right.
talk about it openly. Still, there is stigma,
True.
still there is shame associated to it,
Right.
and I believe that I've portrayed it, and I think it's necessary because intimacy in general is often glossed over or reduced to euphemism in Indian literature, according to me. So the scene, especially the Goa chapter that you are talking about, that I have spoken, it's challenging the society taboos by showing intimacy as real, as natural, beautiful, messy, an integral part of any relationship. It's not
Okay.
about the shock value, it's about breaking down the silence and shame around sex. And of course, it comes with mutual consent between two adults.
That I completely understand, Shagun. But the step-by-step, very detailed deception of intimacy in your book can make some readers uncomfortable. Do you see this as a necessary part of the narrative, or is it more about challenging the societal taboos around sex and desire? How do you see that?
Okay, absolutely, sir. Definitely, I'm challenging the society taboos. But outside that, I would also like to answer your question by adding the line that we need more nuanced, honest depiction of intimacy, according to me, which is beyond the idealized love, which has been framed and told to us that it is supposed to be this way. So, the chapter in the book is a reflection of real intimacy. As I already said, that being natural, being beautiful. So, that's the narrative that I'm trying to explain to people.
Okay, okay, okay. But Shagun, tell me, was it really necessary?
Sir, as about it's necessary or not necessary, it fit into the part of the story with the flow of the
Okay,
story. And
okay,
definitely, I believe that it is important because it's talking about many young adults and many people can relate to it. As I said, that I'm talking about how intimacy is, not how it should be, the
right.
free flowing. So
Okay,
definitely it was a part of the story. It's not definitely just fit, just as a fit or as an extra boost that okay, I've added this spice. No, it was
okay,
going with the flow of the story. That's why I have
okay,
added it.
okay, okay. Just one supplementary question around this chapter. Uh, are you simply pushing the boundaries for sake of a shock value?
Not at all, sir. As I really answered in the previous question, it's not about shock value. Not at all. It's a genuine and loose and a transparent conversation, as I said,
Okay,
to open up the eyes, and as you said in the beginning, to reclaim your voice and to understand your true self.
Okay.
and to understand and respect one another, that okay, people can have different opinions, people can have different lives. Do not fit yourself into boxes. Please do not do that. Until and unless you do not know who you truly are, it's okay to start a new career at 30. When you hear these reels on Instagram, it's easy said than done, and you go
Right.
back doing the same work. But this book is a
I
eye
restarted my
opener.
career at 40, 41. Yeah. Everything is possible these days.
Yes, age is
Yeah.
just a number,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. So Shagun, coming back to the book once again, and the theme of the book and the core message of the book. So Shagun, just one last thing. Lena, your character, the main character, if she comes out of book, okay, and if she has to tell one thing to those people who are pushing towards marriage, what 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 would be the statement she would be making?
Definitely a very good question, because she's the main character of my book and the story definitely revolves around her. So she will say that I will get there, so do you will, just on your terms. And I would also like to add that history is not shaped by those who follow the rules, but by those who dare to break them. So if you want to be the
Very
leading
true.
character of your own life story, be the hero or the heroine of your own story, learn to take the bold decision. And sometimes it can be going against your parents, your family, but it is okay. Listen to your heart. That's important. True empowerment doesn't come from your parents, partners, or anyone around you for that matter. It comes from within. So it's all about, at the end, I would like to say, trusting your own self to
Right.
take that bold steps and shape your future in life.
Right, right, right. And with this, I remember an advertising campaign done by Indian Army, and the tagline
Mhm.
was, "Do you have it in you?"
Mhm.
So I believe you are just saying the same thing, that you should have that in you, and if you have it in you, it's everything is possible.
Definitely, it starts with you, sir.
Right,
It
right.
definitely starts with you. The first thing, the first step, it starts with you only.
राइट 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 सो शगुन,
Yes.
बात तो कितनी भी चलती रहेगी, गप्पे मार रहे हैं तो टाइम का तो पता नहीं चलने वाला है, बट वी हैव टू स्टॉप समवेयर, एंड व्हेन आई से स्टॉप, आई डोंट से अ फुल स्टॉप, वी आर जस्ट गिविंग अ कॉमा. So comma is just what you say, a small gap between two things,
Lines.
and let's stop this conversation over here. And thank you so much for joining me on this fantastic platform. And what I wish you is the book goes from a normal book to a bestseller as soon as possible. And what's coming up next?
Well, that's a secret. A lot. I'm planning a lot, something around my behavioral economics to changing and transforming societies. I have been a content marketer and I'm still going to continue to write, but I'm evolving on a new journey as a behavioral economist, and I need support of all of you people because it's a new stream in India,
Right,
and definitely I'm going to explore a new path now. I've served for 5 years, more than 5 years in the industry as a content marketer in digital
right.
marketing, and now I'm stepping into a new field because I believe again that growth and evolving yourself is very important. So please, everyone, give me your support, love, and blessings. And thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you so much to you, sir, this, for giving me this opportunity.
No problem, Shagun. Let's put up a comma at this point, and let's meet soon, some other time, some other day. Thank you so much, Shagun.
Thank you, sir.